or disappointment, the November 2025 Visa Bulletin is here. For thousands of families and skilled workers, the stakes could not be higher. A small advancement can change lives. A setback can crush years of waiting. So, will November deliver progress or more heartbreak? This is Immoscope, your trusted source for U.S. immigration news, policy changes, and visa updates. For many families and skilled professionals, the Visa Bulletin is more than just numbers on a chart. It decides whether they can finally file adjustment of status, begin consular processing, or remain frozen in the backlog. A single change can mean work authorization, travel freedom, and stability, or years more in limbo. For parents, it may mean being reunited with children. For skilled professionals, it could mean finally breaking free from restrictive visas like H-1B. That's why this November update matters so much right now. After October's cautious optimism, the big question is, will November deliver further progress or bring fresh setbacks? Let's break it all down. Why the Visa Bulletin matters. The Visa Bulletin acts as the scoreboard of U.S. immigration. Priority dates decide if applicants can move forward or remain stuck. Inside the U.S., eligibility means filing Form I-485 for adjustment of status. For applicants abroad, it means starting consular processing. Both pathways open doors to green cards, work permits, and advanced parole. That's why even small forward movement sparks hope, while retrogressions feel like heartbreak. This monthly update shapes futures, not in theory, but in very real, life-changing ways. A priority date that moves forward could mean a child gets a driver's license, a spouse gets work authorization, or a family avoids years of separation. October 2025 recap. October's bulletin provided rare stability. Employment-based categories advanced slightly, driven by spillover visas from unused family numbers. Most importantly, there were no major retrogressions. That mattered, especially after EB3 India was pushed back nearly a year just 2 months earlier. October's modest progress restored confidence that the system, while slow, can still move forward. Now, November must prove whether that stability continues. Employment-based predictions. November brings both stability and progress. EB1 Worldwide is expected to remain current. Applicants can keep filing without delay. China and India EB1 may see minor 1 to 2 week advances, small, but a signal of consistency. But the real spotlight is on EB2 India. Predictions point to up to 3 months forward movement, possibly reaching mid-2013 priority dates. If realized, this would mark the biggest relief for Indian applicants in years. Many have been trapped with priority dates from 2012 to 2013, stuck for over a decade. This movement isn't just numerical progress. It's emotional relief for tens of thousands of professionals who built lives, families, and careers in America while waiting. Without spillover visas, EB2 India would still be stalled. Instead, this month could prove that forward momentum is possible again. Meanwhile, China EB2 is expected to hold steady around early 2020, while the rest of the world stays current. EB3 India is also predicted to advance 2 to 3 months, recovering from August's damaging retrogression. Other countries may see a 1-month gain. This recovery signals the worst may be behind us, giving hope that EB3 will stabilize heading into 2026. For skilled immigrants, especially from India and China, these movements provide not just legal opportunities, but also a psychological boost, proof that their patience is not wasted. Family-based predictions. Family categories also carry enormous weight. For many, they're the only hope of reunification. The F2A category, covering spouses and children of green card holders, will remain current worldwide. A vital stability for families who can stay together without further delay. But F4 siblings of U.S. citizens continue to face challenges. Mexico and the Philippines may see 1-month advancement, while India and others remain unchanged. For many families, these backlogs stretch 15 to 20 years, meaning siblings spend decades apart. In some cases, petitioners have grown old or even passed away before cases become current. Even modest forward steps are valuable here, because avoiding retrogression is a victory in itself. For families, 1 month of progress can mean everything. Spillover visas, the hidden engine. One of November's biggest factors is spillover visas. Roughly 10,000 unused family visas are expected to flow into employment-based categories. Humanitarian parole programs for Ukrainians and Afghans reduce family visa demand, freeing up more numbers for employment lines. Think of spillover as hidden fuel. Without it, EB2 India would remain stuck. With it, forward momentum becomes possible. This month, spillovers are the quiet engine driving relief, especially for Indian and Chinese professionals waiting in the EB categories. USCIS policy updates. Beyond the bulletin itself, USCIS policies are reshaping timelines. Premium processing expansion has now reached EB1 and EB2 petitions, cutting I-140 wait times by up to 45 days. This allows applicants to lock in approvals faster, reducing uncertainty and keeping cases moving. EB5 reforms for fiscal year 2026 aim to prioritize rural and infrastructure projects. These reforms not only support U.S. job creation, but also free up visas in urban projects, indirectly easing backlogs. Meanwhile, humanitarian parole pathways will temporarily reduce strain on family visa categories, again creating spillover benefits for employment-based cases. Together, these policies show USCIS is no longer standing still. It is actively trying to manage timelines, even if the progress feels incremental. The reality of backlogs. Despite these improvements, the backlog problem remains undeniable. As of mid-September 2025, EB2 India applicants with 2012 to 2013 priority dates have already waited more than a decade. For family-based categories like F4, wait times stretch 20 years or more. Generations grow up while families remain separated. That's why even a 2-3 month advancement is meaningful. For those waiting years, small steps are real signs of progress. Each month of forward movement represents lives that can finally move forward, people who can finally apply for work permits, travel documents, or green cards. What November 2025 means. Pulling it all together. EB2 India could see the biggest advancement in years. EB3 India shows recovery with 2 to 3 months of movement. EB1 stays current worldwide with minor gains for India and China. Family categories remain stable with slight movement in Mexico and the Philippines. Spillover visas and USCIS policy shifts are the key drivers here. The big picture: steady, cautious progress, not dramatic breakthroughs. The November 2025 Visa Bulletin delivers relief, stability, and predictability. It avoids the pain of retrogression while offering forward movement where it matters most. For EB2 India especially, patience is finally being rewarded. If your priority date is close, now is the time to get documents ready for I-485 filing. This is a dynamic landscape, and preparation is the best way to benefit from progress. November may not be revolutionary, but it is meaningful. And for many families and professionals, that is enough reason to hope. If you like this video, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the bell icon for future updates. Join the Imascope community, where we track every shift, every bulletin, and every policy so you never miss your chance. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.